Hey, I'm Veronica. I'm helping you today with an easy manifesting trick that I use. It's a few steps, simple process, a way to sort of easily align yourself with your desire. Alignment is a choice. It is a decision you make that what you want is going to be in your future, is going to be in your tomorrows. So I want you to start by getting the idea of what you actually want in your mind. When I say the idea, it's basically setting an intention. You're just choosing. So you're saying right now, I want this. It's okay to say, I want this. It is okay to say, I want. It's not going to keep you in a state of want. So I want you to say, I want such and such. I want this person. I want to be able to afford this. I want this level of beauty. I want to look like this. I want, good friends, whatever it is you want. You can be specific, you can be general, you can do anything. And I want you to do this right now for not just your big goal, but for pretty much everything. So I want you to take a moment, and you can even pause this video. Just say, I want this, I want that, because you know exactly right now what you want. It may be something that you're not even admitting to yourself because you think, I don't dare to want this because it isn't possible. So right now I want you to not pick things that you think could happen, but pick things that you actually want. So this is the intention process. This is what I do all the time. Basically, I'm giving you a glimpse into my manifesting process. So you say, I want this. I want that. I want to be with this person, have them treat me this way. I want to get married. I want, 3 children. You can pick things in the immediate future. You can pick things in the distant future. You can pick a text message in addition to marriage. You can pick pretty much anything you want. So pick right now. I want these things. Okay. Next part of this process is basically just playing around with the idea of what it would be like to have this particular thing. So it's sort of like we're picking it apart, we're pulling it apart, we're analyzing it. You may have heard the word analyzing used in sort of a bad way, like we don't want to analyze negative things or analyze circumstances. But what we do want to analyze is this idea of being with the desire, being with the intended result. So you're going to analyze from all different angles because trust me, if you're scared of something, you are going to find it fearful from so many different angles, so many different possible fearful scenarios. Like you're just going to go on and on and on because we do this so naturally, but we do it naturally with negative things. So the trick is to do it naturally with positive things, so things we actually want. Because this is the manifesting process. We're pulling it apart, we're picking it apart, we're analyzing it from all different angles. Now, when I say analyzing, I don't mean that you're trying to figure out the process. Like I get from here to here by these steps and I have to take these physical actions. No. All you're really doing is you're seeing sort of different angles of how it would feel to have this, how it would feel to be with this, what people would say in your life, how they would congratulate you, how they would react to you, what it would be like to experience the realization of your desire. I'll give you an example. For example, if you had a particular love relationship, people would smile. They'd be happy for you. They would say things like, I'm so happy that you finally found your true love and that you finally got that thing you've always wanted. And I am so excited for you. And I'm even envious of your relationship because it's so good. I wish I had one that was that good. If you had more money, people would be, they'd be happy for you. They'd be congratulating you on a new job or a promotion or a success of your business. So think in terms of how the world around you would look different. And this process is just something that you ponder throughout the day. And you do it because you want to do it. You do it because you want to familiarize yourself with what life would be like if you had these things. And this process works best when you do it with multiple things. So it's not like you're just focusing on one thing and becoming sort of fixated on that one thing. Instead, all you're doing is you're sort of playing around with what your perfect life looks like by exploring emotions and feelings. Like, it would make me feel so relaxed, so at ease. Now, you don't have to be specific at all in terms of manifesting. You can just play around with the emotions of what it would be like to have good things. If you had the things you wanted, you wouldn't be stressed. You would feel very peaceful, content. So the next step in this process is to kind of embody those emotions as much as possible. Now, I know that many of you get sort of rattled with the circumstances of your current moment, and they tend to trigger you. In this manifesting technique, we are not trying to be super positive about our desire. Instead, we're trying to feel the fullness of what it would be like to have it. So it's not that we're being optimistic about it, it's that we're feeling, you're sort of embodying it, you're becoming it, you're feeling yourself at one with it. That's sort of like the picking it apart part of the process, like imagining what people would say, how it would feel. So all you really are trying to do is familiarize yourself with what it would be like. Now, when the circumstances arise and you realize, you know what, this particular thing is standing in my way. For example, if you're trying to manifest a person, a love relationship, and you know, you're not getting any positive feedback from them, you don't sink into despair because any of your current circumstances, like anything that is in your life right now that is a challenge, will not remain there forever. For example, if your financial situation is really bad, it won't stay that way forever. So it's good to admit that any current challenges, any current circumstances will not remain there forever. And you never want to ignore your current reality, your 3D. You don't want to ignore it or suppress it, because it leads to the realization of the things that you do want. So don't ignore it, don't shun it away, don't try to push it aside. Instead, just surrender to it and just sort of imagine that you can work with it, like there's a way. The things that are showing up in your life that are displeasing you, they can have a route exactly to the things that do please you. So they don't have to be these super bad things, even though you don't want them. They're not going to remain forever. Like, obviously you don't want to not be able to pay your rent, but that's showing up in your life right now. It doesn't have to remain there forever, and it can lead to the realization of you having plenty of money. So we want to sort of surrender to our current set of circumstances, admit they won't last forever, and allow yourself to feel that relaxed state as much as possible. And that is the trick. That's the secret. The waiting process, you want to embrace. You want to not feel like you're being tormented while waiting for something to unfold. You want to learn, you want to grow, you want to use this time as part of your beautiful journey. Like, you want to embrace this time and feel gratitude for it as well. Like, it's not bad. Like, the waiting process isn't bad. It's part of your life. So what are things you can appreciate now? What are ways in which you can grow and learn so that, you know, you can develop even further? Use this as a learning experience for growth so that you can then manifest even bigger things. Because once you get the desires that you want right now, I guarantee you in a year's time, you're going to make a whole new list of additional things that you want that you don't want right now because you want these other things right now. But you're going to want new things in a year. Once you get these things, you're going to want the new things. So it's just an endless process. So you might as well understand it, embrace it, and if you can understand how it works, then you can better enjoy the process and make it go faster, because I know everyone wants it faster. All right, I hope you're enjoying the scenery behind me. Have a lovely and amazing day. May all of your dreams come true. They are meant for you.